This is a reverse recruitment run for Fire Emblem Engage, so it does contain spoilers for the entire playable roster of the game. If you're interested in remaining unspoiled, go ahead and click away from the video now. Alrighty then, everyone. Welcome back to part 12 of the reverse recruitment run. I am very excited to show you the file select screen here, because we're going to watch the opening cutscene together.
You have nowhere to run, and no rings to protect you. At last, I can unleash the full force of my hatred. You and all your allies will be killed by your beloved friends, the Emblems.
Now, if you were to show somebody who had no experience with this game whatsoever, just that opening sequence right there, right where I cut it off, would they think anything is wrong? Would they know? Would they know that something isn't quite right there? I don't think so. I feel like the voice fits, and it works really well for this sequence. Now, yes, we do have Alear chasing us here, which I thought was perfect. I'm so glad that this is how we get to have it set up, because it's just too perfect, especially with the Evilear outfit. I love it. Instead of Veyle, we get to have the dark future or dark past Alear outfit, which is very nice. Now take a good look at Alear's stats here, because if it's anything like Veyle from this chapter, her stats are going to be remarkably similar to her joining stats. So, you know, give a few points here and there, and probably also increased HP. These are going to be roughly Alear's stats when she joins, which I think is going to be pretty solid. I mean, these stats look good. Good. I mean, Alear has good gross. It makes sense. If you do give her a bunch of levels for free, she should be alright. And yes, she is holding the Obscurite, which is the Misericord model. Now, the Obscurite is pretty good in this version. It says a truly mighty dark magic sword, but it does scale off of strength. You can tell from the stats there. It has the normal Obscurite stats, just in the form of a 1-2 range sword, which I think will be a lot scarier than the Obscurite normally is, because Alear has more build and more speed to make use of it. 27 speed, even being slowed down by 2, is nothing to scoff at. So it will be a lot more dangerous when we do have to come fight against it. The Misericord does still exist and has its model swapped with the Obscurite, but I don't actually know exactly how that functions or what it does just yet. But yes, I think Alear is a perfect swap here. And you can, if you want to, have male Alear instead of female Alear chase you down, but I liked the voice that fits. I wanted to have it set up like that. But you could, for a little bit of funny, you could have male Alear go there. Now, I do already have the battle preps done, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a save real quick. That way we don't have to do the battle preps on screen. Okay. We're back here for Chapter 11. Now, this chapter is wonderful. The game presents you with a lot of threats that are surmountable but very scary now that you don't have your emblem rings here to save you, and the enemy will very effectively apply the emblem rings to come chase you down. You can see I have the freeze staff guy back here highlighted because he is very nasty. And no matter what you do on turn 1 here, you're going to have to deal with a problem. One of the problems is going to be someone getting Warped Ragnarok from this guy back here, or having units being able to get ganged up on from this archer, and if you don't kill the Roy guy in turn 1, this Roy fellow, because he can be somewhat tricky to take down depending on your unit composition. And many, many other problems that will come up to you. Somebody's going to get frozen, somebody's going to get blasted. One way or another, you're going to have a problem, and it's perfect. Now, given our unique army composition, I think we're actually going to be able to get everybody to dip out of the... well, maybe not. We'll be able to get most everybody out of the freeze range, so hopefully only one person gets frozen, rather than getting a nasty AoE freeze, because that's what happens on everybody's first playthrough. You move up as far as you can, and then you realize, oh no, I can't get out of range. In fact, let me swap these two over here, because I think that'll actually let me get everybody out of here. And even if you do dip out of the freeze range for everybody, that means you're moving people not towards the escape point, which means people are going to get a little bit further behind than they want to be, and get chased down by, say, Mr. Sigurd over here, or some bonus problems that will come later. Now, there is a couple good stuff here. There is the Tomahawk on the left side here, which I've seen people miss this. This guy, I don't think moves, and by default, yeah, you have to move into his range. And he's pretty harmless, so I don't know, I guess people just didn't see it over here, but I do want the Tomahawk. It is a nice weapon, even though it is kind of inaccurate. And then we get a Master Seal for making it to the end here, unless somehow you don't kill the the archer, which seems silly. You want to kill the archer and get the Master Seal. Other than that, the challenges are very surmountable. There isn't a huge issue, and except, I mean, obviously if you walk back into the worms, you're going to get bodied, but I think we're going to be okay to just power through the center here. I don't have any bracelets on, no DLC, nothing, but otherwise everything is set up the way I want it to. Alright, now, Veyle has a lot of movement, so we are going to be able to get her to the end pretty quickly. She has 6 move with the boots. The problem is going to be, I want to move people in the back first, because I want to make sure that there's space for them to potentially get out of the freeze range. So, I think I'm going to try and move Hortensia here. Yeah, this is really only Hortensia's good spot. And then I'm going to try to get Marin here, and Seadoll here. And that should be able to get just about everybody out of there. Yeah, okay. So this is Dark Warp for 16 damage on Jade, plus Leaf over here with the Master Lance, which does deal a lot of damage. It has bad hit rate, of course, but 22 minus 11, so that's going to be too much damage to actually move her there and keep her there. Although if I dance for Marin, I can have her chain guard that position as well. It won't block the Dark Warp, but it also won't consume the chain guard. So that means she'll guaranteed survive even if she gets hit by both hits. So I'm going to opt for that. Get a decent solid. This is, Is that, what, does he have holdout plus, or is it just holdout in general? Holdout plus. So he needs to be below 10 HP. Well, we should have enough actions to get through him here, but this will put him above the holdout range, which is a little bit annoying. I mean, good start for Jade here, already doubling right off the bat. She has, 18 speed. Really? 18 speed? I guess the 14, when you have so many ways to buff speed in this game. I guess when you have those options, the characters start looking a lot better.
Of course. And
then we're going to have Tamara go here, because that's the only spot she can go to. And this will get him within holdout range, or outside of holdout range, to say. And then Amber goes here. That'll get him out of the freeze range, and then I think...
Well then, let's go.
I think everybody else can make it out here, right?
Let's hear it.
Do I want to actually give Saphir the kill here? Or do I want to have her...
Verily.
Not. I think I'm going to have her not. I think, unfortunately, Saphir is going to hit the bench, just because she's really struggling to get anything done, which is unfortunate, but it's just the way it is.
Count on me.
Alright, so let's go... There's no way she dies to Dark Warp and then some random archer, right? That's 30 damage? Oh. That's an exact lethal there if she gets shot, which is not good. I could go here, though. I could go here, there, and that would be out of the Dark Warp range.
You protected me?
I find it interesting that they made it a point that the Dark Emblems cannot speak. I know they're not supposed to have, like, free will and stuff, but it is unfortunate. Oh, maybe I should have let that dialogue play out and have Evilear continue being evil. Alright, so dance here. And then... oh yeah, Seadoll can even move up. He also gets blasted, though, so I guess he can't really. We'll just have him stay here. He'll probably get Dark Warped, but that's okay. And then Hortensia can get out of range. No need to obstruct or anything. And then let's go ahead and Chain Guard here. And she's fine if I equip... Oh, I can't actually... Okay, well, I can unequip the Flashing Fist Art to keep my defenses up. But I got rid of the Steel Hand Art because I wanted to put another staff on her. Oh, that's right. They can just attack and remove the Chain Guard, huh? Well, if they hit. So that actually was kind of a bad play. I haven't used Chain Guard very much, so I'm not, like, super familiar with using it.
I think not.
Of course, everything, or both the attacks here would have to hit for her to die anyway, and they didn't. Master Lance, lol. It's a shame, because the Master Lance is really cool, but it's just so inaccurate in this game. It's 55 base accuracy, is it? That's bad. The generic corrupted using the engage attacks are just so funny. I love it. Here comes Sigurd with his ridiculous movement.
Go, my corrupted soldiers. Kill their every last shred of hope.
I love how serious Alear looks. She's trying so hard to be scary, but it doesn't work out exactly the way I think she does. So this guy can't load Star Rush, that's right. And I believe the Sigurd one, yeah, can't override either. It's just the Dark Warp that's really the only engage attack that they have as the option right now. Now, I think I'm going to walk up and bop this guy with the Venomous, because it's very reliable. You know, I wanted to talk about smash weapons in general, but mostly the Venomous. Look how, I just realized, look at her pre-battle portrait. Look how much it covers her face, because it's so massive. Poor thing. But anyway, I wanted to cover smash weapons, because I've been memeing on the Venomous a lot about how it's bad. And people correctly pointed out that it's not actually bad, it's just, there is not a weapon in this game that's worth 90,000 gold. Like, maybe the Nova, but, I mean, you can't get the Nova with money, so it doesn't matter. I mean, like, it's arguable. But smash weapons aren't actually bad, and I wanted to point out that at some point, the weapons might become so high that it's worth using regardless of what the other stats are, unless it has like 0 hit. People use the Devil Axe frequently in the older games just because it has massive might and is generally available pretty early, despite the fact that it can literally kill your units and cause a reset. So, it's something to keep in mind that eventually those thresholds can only be hit by a weapon with a certain amount of might, especially in this game where enemies are very, very bulky, and continuing in the late game. Not so much in the early game here, but at some point the enemies become very bulky, have a lot of speed, like Sword Masters that just straight up cannot be doubled by any of your units, will get bopped by the Venomous. And then Tamara has good defense, so when you use it on a character with good defense like an Armor Knight or Tamara here, they don't suffer the ill effects of the massive weight as much. And in fact, even 9 speed isn't that bad for her. Like, she's so fast with the boost, and also she's been getting kind of a silly amount of build level ups, that it doesn't affect her that much, really. Okay, I need to get people out of here. And this is true for all the weapons. So, I'm going to see if I can get my future self to put the stats of, like, the Silver Great Axe on screen real quick here. Because the Silver Great Axe is another one where it's like, it's actually worth using despite the massive penalties that smash weapons come with. And they are massive, let's be real. Cannot follow up or strike first if initiating combat. Those are real downsides that make the weapons hard to use. And that's why people say they're bad, because it's a real serious drawback. Let me see first real quick before I continue.
Just meditating.
How well do we do the Silver Sword here? I know he can get the Rapier, but that's not very clean. Oh, she actually dies to the Divine Speed, too. Probably dance for Tamara here, or maybe Veyle. Veyle, do you double this, No, you don't. But I think Veyle, hold on, I think Veyle with... Oh, I don't really want to have her go backwards, though. Maybe I just do Marin, dance Marin with the Flashing Fist art. She does a lot of damage. Ah, Vantage. Well, I'd rather have him Vantage with the Master Lance. So let's go... The Lance Fighter. Let's go here. Yeah, at least it has a 50% chance of missing. No big deal there. But anyway, continuing on about smash weapons. Despite their drawbacks, they can still be worth using. Strength. Okay. They can still be worth using, and I think in often cases they are worth using. And the weight on them isn't even really all that high, generally. They're just... It is high, but not ridiculously high. Not unusably high. Especially the swords tend to be pretty usable. And they're great enemy phase weapons, because you don't suffer the drawbacks, generally, unless you really wanted to double on enemy phase. Oh, that's a bummer level up. You don't really suffer those drawbacks on enemy phase, nearly as much. Okay, and then Jade can follow up here if we need to, but it looks like... Oh, we do need to have her follow up here, unless we get a crit. Which is somewhat likely, but... Do need to have Jade follow up here, no doubling. Guy too fast with the Marth Emblem.
Oh no!
And the other issue with smash weapons is that their intended effect of smashing the opponent is kind of not very good. It just doesn't really come up in a way that matters. Knocking an opponent one tile back can be solid, but the best time that effect would be good is when the enemy's in terrain, where your smash weapons have really low accuracy, and you don't really want to go for that attack. It just doesn't line up well. So, because the actual smash effect is pretty useless, at least for the player, sometimes for the enemy it can be nice, it also leads to this negative impression that people get for the smash weapons, which I totally understand. Wow, she just one-rounds both of them? That's... wow, okay. Also, I like this particular tile here. I know it sounds weird. I like this particular tile here because it teaches you that terrain effects stack. And I think this is the only time that this happens naturally in the game. But once you get the Corrin Emblem, you can actually stack the terrain effects, or some of them at least, like the woods, mostly the woods, and get double bonuses or cancel out the bonuses here. And this woods tile actually costs 3 terrain to enter. I don't think I can like show it because I can't reach it normally, but it does cost 3 points of movement to enter that terrain. Yeah, I mean she's fine here, right? She can get attacked by Leaf again. Yeah, I mean he's got a hammer, 26. I mean if she does get hit by both, she dies. Is that right? 14, 26. Yeah, just barely again. I mean 80. She has 80 avoid. I mean, it's so unlikely. Yeah, Veyle's a monster. I mean, I know it forged her liberation to +5 and engraved it, so that helps her out a lot, but the fact that she's still doubling is kind of nuts. Okay, there's, I guess, a sort of... Wait, that defense level actually makes it so that she doesn't die to the 2 of them, I don't think, which is funny. Okay, we're going to leave her in the woods, just in case. Now, there is the Sigurd guy coming, but I don't want to get frozen. By the way, this guy here has some really weird AI. I've noticed that he'll sometimes freeze once and then not freeze again for like the rest of the map, and I'm not really sure why he does that. It's very strange. But I've also seen him freeze multiple times in a row, so I don't know what controls his AI there. Maybe if he doesn't have like a multi-target freeze, he won't go for it. Now Sigurd is going to be able to catch someone here. We just need to make sure that nobody is in a position to get one shot, especially by the Rider's Bane. So I think mostly Jade is the one that needs to get out of here. But she's kind of in a tough position. I can move her into the woods over here. She does kind of get stuck, but it's not a big deal. Let's move her into the woods over here, equip the L-Fire, and go for the Vulnerary. And how am I getting everybody else out?
I must focus.
Marin doesn't want to take both hits. Yeah, Marin definitely doesn't want to take both hits with the Flashing Fist Art equipped. I could unequip her, but that would be kind of tricky too. I could go for... This guy has a Great Lance, which is funny. Or does he die? 12? 25. She does 26 damage? No, not even close. She needed a double. We've also got to make sure Amber doesn't get doubled here, and I really don't want to move back into the freeze field, though. I think let's wall for Amber here. He has 11 speed. Okay, that's not a big deal. What about with the Rider's Bane? 15 speed. Okay. And then a Brave Lance too, but nobody dies to the Brave Lance. So let's wall him off here. I'll just keep the Compact Axe equipped, that way nobody gets doubled. And then Lyndon is fine. I'll just put him in the forest over here too. If he gets Brave Lanced, that's 26 damage, right? Yeah, 26 damage. So he's fine. You know, we'll keep the Venomous equipped. If they attack her, that's good for me, honestly. And I've got to be careful with Hortensia. She doesn't get one shot. She has the Geosphere effect right now, so 27 is his maximum attack. So yeah, she only takes 20 damage at most. I gotta make sure that she doesn't get targeted by someone else. Yeah, we'll go here. And then I think Marin's just gonna move in here, unequip the Flashing Fist Art, even if she gets attacked. That's just gonna have to be fine. Yeah, unequip the Flashing Fist Art, use a Vulnerary. And then we'll dance for Jade over here. It's a little bit risky for Seadoll, too. Let's dance for Jade, keep her in the forest. Seadoll's in the woods. He'll have to stay... The avoid is not high enough for me to want to move into the Tomahawk Eyes range. I'd rather take the Sigurd attack. Okay, let's go for this here. I'm pretty confident they'll split up their attacks as well. And then we'll stay in this forest. Who is this? That's the Great Lance guy? 68 avoid. That is 50-50. I don't like that. Let's move into the woods here. This guy's hit rate is abysmal. 13%. I think still in the interest of safety, I'm not going to attack. Just in case. That will suffer one less chance, one less point of failure here. And I could obstruct Sigurd's range here. Just make him go around, or put it here so he has to go through a forest tile. That way he doesn't go for Seadoll or Marin. I can also go here to... This would guarantee that he can't get... No, that's not a forest tile. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Let's not use the obstruct staff. I don't think there's a point. Although I can heal... Yeah. Veyle gained a level up. Wait, does Hortensia die to the Brave Lance, though? That's... I actually didn't consider that.
My defense!
And 9% crit. That's scary. I gotta be a little bit more careful with those crit rates. Yeah, attack Veyle, sure.
I just want to live in peace.
I like the Fellchild dagger animations in Melee. They're pretty cool. Yeah, that was never going to work out. I mean, we could have gotten extraordinarily unlucky here, but it was so unlikely to happen. Now, is this far enough forward to trigger the event that's going to happen? Okay, yeah, they went for, what, Saphir? Oh, Panette with the Steel Axe. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't go for the Brave Lance for more damage. Probably didn't like the hit rate. No, okay. No event just yet. I think it triggers once you get to a certain point in the map, although I'm actually not quite sure on that one. Okay, so this is Roy that can make it here with the hand axe. Just turn your range off. So I think we're going to want to 2-range this guy. Lyndon does just straight up kill him, so let's opt for that. I can snag... He has a lot of strength, yeah. I can snag the spear here to get some chip damage in. I don't see why not. What else is he going to do? Oh, it's 1 damage. It's probably the adaptability effect, right? Plus 5 defense during combat. I mean, I might as well. Ember needs XP too. 4 XP is 4 XP. Zelba's got 1000 SP too, which opens up some skill paths. This Martial Master in the corner could be scary for Hortensia, so I want to make sure to keep her out of range. Well, 2-range... Oh, that does put us in the freeze range, though. Lyndon has okay resistance, but it's not very exciting. We have no reasonable 3-range option here. I think we're just going to have to let Lyndon get frozen, and then plan on restoring him next turn. If necessary.
You put up a good fight.
Another insane level up for Lyndon. Wow, how is he so fast? He's gotten so many speed level ups.
I will not lose.
No, to keep that on. Okay, nobody can attack there. Now Jade is... Oh, wait. Oh, this guy... sorry, I'm stupid. I thought that guy didn't attack for a second. No, he attacked. Okay, we'll finish off this guy. We'll do it from 2-range even. And then probably dance for Jade. Hopefully... Oh, okay, well, we get another... Oh! Okay, that was extraordinarily unlikely. I mean, we're definitely going to dance for Jade now, but that wasn't why I was expecting to have to dance for Jade. Okay, these are woods too, so I can put Seadoll here. And, in fact, I'll probably leave him right here. And, okay, well, back into the woods with y'all. This is becoming scary, because 13% is non-negligible hit chance.
A satisfying ending.
So we are risking, like, he's already attacked twice. It's, you know,
Understood.
It's basically, you know, a 1 in 6 or so that he gets that hit in, which is scarier than I want it to be. Alright, and then we just need to power through this Armor Knight with Veyle's magic, I think. Let's see, 9 defense now. So she only takes 8 damage from this guy, and yeah, okay. She's still strong. Alright, Fire doesn't quite get the job done. And I think I have, like, Surge in the Convoy, right? Okay, I have a Surge in the Convoy for a little bit more damage. How much does Tamara do? We can use the Venomous. 13 damage with the Venomous. That's not too bad. I can attack with Hortensia as well. I'm just worried about her getting punched. Nobody else can attack her from this tile, though. Let's have Hortensia attack, then. Master Lance or L Surge for run round? No crit chance. How does he have no crit chances? It must be a support. She has good luck in a support that's giving her dodge. That's got to be it.
No apologies.
Okay, then I need to make sure Marin is close enough to be able to restore Lyndon over here, which she will be able to do. Oh, she can... Oh, warp, right. No, I don't need to warp. Okay, Saphir can move in to where Tamara is, and Tamara, you can move in and fight these guys. I might as well use the Venomous. I mean, I don't care if they get a little bit of damage in. This guy doesn't even deal damage. And then Veyle, you can go here. This is the Marth guy, so he'll attack with the Rapier. Or he'll probably attack with the Steel Lance because he likes dealing more damage. That is a lot of damage, but it is still pretty reliable to do this. Especially with the 80 avoid. Although the Rapier, what's the accuracy in the Rapier? Yeah, it's really accurate. So if he does go for the Rapier, we could take some damage there. Alright, will he freeze? Well, if he freezes, Panette gets frozen too, doesn't he? Oh, nice dodge, okay. Dodge the heavier attack. Clean one-shot. This is the benefit of the Venomous. It is actually a good weapon. Yeah, that guy didn't even double, I just realized. Steel weapon's weighing him down, I guess. Okay, now surely this is far enough into the map to trigger the event, right? Surely.
Good night.
Yep, AoE freeze. Okay, we did dodge one of them though, which is very nice.
The corrupted alone aren't enough.
Oh, here they come.
Hounds, take care of these pests.
We are far enough in front of them that it's not going to matter. Nobody got left behind this time too. I had to have poor Alchrist hide in the woods from Zephyia last time. It was very scary.
I understand what must be done.
One of these things is not like the other.
Which of those morons is gonna be my first victim?
Orders are orders. I just hope the other side gets a few good slices on me.
We won't let them escape, Lady Veyle. You have my word.
You know, for whatever reason, I like Gris.
More enemies are coming. We cannot allow them to slow us down.
He doesn't really have a personality, but I still find him just, I don't know, kind of funny, and
Cutting us off.
just kind of being an unrepentant masochist is just unusual in games, I guess. Alright, anyway, we do get the new characters now, as they have came in to bail us out. Oh, you know what, I should have let the dialogue play out.
Rig.
Oh no, we have to let all that play out. I should have let the first set play out and just skip through it, but
Marth?
I can't believe they went with that joke for this.
I may not, but for now.
I wanted to hear Diamant talk with the Ivy voice one more time.
I have one more gift
Wait, no.
for you, Divine.
No, Zelkov. You're on the bench.
Draconic
What are you doing?
cloak?
I borrowed.
No, the funny voice.
Thank
Oh, okay, well. So we do have 3 new characters to talk about now, which is going to be very exciting. And Diamant has the Lin Ring, which is also really cool. Okay, so let's start with Diamant here. Diamant is a very, very popular character. He's like the stand-in for your typical Fire Emblem Lord, where he's just the Ike-style, Roy-style sword-fighting hero. And I like Diamant too. I didn't use him in my first playthrough, but everybody says his stats are killer, and he just does well in whatever you want him to do. And I can kind of see it here. I mean, if we look at his stats and his growth, he's kind of just pretty balanced across the board. Nothing insanely exciting, but with the Lord's nice stat distribution, he's got 50 strength, 50 speed, 50 defense. That's solid. I mean, 50 strength is a pretty high growth for this game. And, well, with the class bonuses anyway. 50 strength is pretty solid. 50 defense is really bulky. He's not as tanky as I thought he would be. I've seen some really tanky Diamants online that has done a lot of work, but he looks to just be average here. But speed is solid, strength is solid, and I mean, he's good with Lin too. He wants that speed taker boost, which is very, very nice. Now, Diamant's unique class is Successor, or however you say it in the pronunciation, and it has Soul, which is really cool. And he doesn't have a great chance to proc Soul, but it's pretty solid, and it can bail you out of a lot of nice situations. I don't really care for Soul that much because you're kind of relying on a skill proc to get you value as opposed to just being a bonus. And I mean, you can just treat it as a bonus, but then if he never was in any danger to die anyway, you're kind of not getting the value out of Soul regardless. But still, that doesn't mean his personal class is bad or anything, or that he'd be better in something else. It's still solid. And yeah, maybe he is better in something else, but I don't actually know. Diamant's just a cool guy, really nice stats. I don't know actually anything about his personality. I just know that, you know, he's the Crown Prince of Brodia, and he does cool warrior stuff. Other than that, yeah, I don't really know anything about him. So yeah, solid unit. No real problems here. I think he has a chance to be deployed, but I kind of want to keep using these underdog units, which we might have another one here. I have to check her stats. But let's see who's the other one here. Yes, Lapis. Lapis keeps her outfit. Okay, perfect. I wasn't 100% certain, but yes, Lapis does keep her unique outfit in her promoted class, and this will be the case for all the characters. So let's see. Yeah, we do have Lapis here. Now, Lapis is the unit that suffers the most from early game character getting power crept. She joins on chapter 7, is it? With the bridge, and does pretty okay, and then 4 chapters later, Kagetsu joins, and will pretty much always have better stats than her in every category, and even Diamant eclipses her by quite a bit too. Now, she's looking better now. She has a lot of... Wait, did she get weighed down by the Wodao? I didn't know the Wodao... Okay, wow, it has 7 weight? Interesting. Now, this does look pretty solid. I mean, she's really fast. 22 base speed. I think this is what Kagetsu has. Actually, what are Kagetsu's bases? Are they just better than this? Doesn't he have like 16, 22 dex, 22 speed, 16 strength, 22 dex, 22 speed? Is this just worse than Kagetsu? Oh no. And he has higher build too. Anyway, let's not think about that too much. In fact, in the context of Reverse Recruitment, she's looking solid. She can deal a decent amount of damage, she's very fast, has honestly bases comparable to Tamara outside of defense. She's very serviceable, and I mean, the big draw is that she doesn't have to worry about the Swordmaster outfit. Everybody loves Lapis's base design, and I kind of do too. It's just fun. It's a fun design for her, and I think if you reclass her, she does use it. Even if you send her back to Swordmaster, I think she'll lose the class. This is unfortunate because I'm not 100% sure she wants Swordmaster as her class. She might want something that gives her more strength. 35 strength growth is not actually that bad, but it's not that good either. The speed growth helps her out a lot, but it's not incredible. Anyway, Lapis is going to be a good... If you need a fast unit, I still think Lapis is good in this context. You can use her as like Kagetsu Light and have her be your dedicated fast sword unit. And again, reclassing her to a variety of things. She's going to keep her speed for the most part, so she could be a good paladin, hero. She has options. It doesn't have to be Swordmaster if you don't like that. I do really like the Swordmaster's unique skill, Run Through. It doesn't sound useful at first, but a lot of times you can just use it to get extra movement, position yourself for a better chain attack, and it works well with Canter as well. You can get a whole bunch of extra tiles moving your characters around. It's just neat. It doesn't have a lot of actually practical applications in gameplay, but I still like it. Alright, and then finally we have one of my favorite units, Citrine. Citrine is a sage? Oh, okay, I thought she was a mage. Wasn't she a mage before? I don't know. Huh. Okay, anyway, here's Citrine. Citrine is your Residential Magic Canuck, which has been a popular category of character in the most recent games. Citrine's great. She has ridiculous magic growth. What is it, 70% magic growth? It's weird that her personal base is 40. I guess that just must be really high for this game, because I feel like she had way more magic than every other character in my initial playthrough on the fixed growth Maddening. And you know what I just realized? Citrine is promoted Sage, and she gets to keep her outfit too. Her pose with it kind of looks a little bit weird, but she doesn't have to deal with the Sage outfit. Not that there's anything wrong with the Sage outfit, mind you, but she gets to keep her cool personal outfit, which I really dig. I might want to use Citrine again. But yes, Citrine's draw is that when she attacks something with magic, it's going to take a lot of damage. There is no exceptions. She doesn't have a whole lot else going for her. I guess her resistance is also good, but she's so slow. 30% speed growth, and the Sage speed base is just kind of okay. With something like the Elfire, she can stop herself from being doubled quite a lot, and even a lighter tome will help her out there. I had her use just a Fire Tome to prevent her from being doubled, or to maybe get a double attack on an Armor Knight every so often. But if you equip her with a Heavy Tome, she might just get straight up doubled by like Great Knights later on in the game. But yeah, Citrine, really no issues. You just have her deal a ton of damage. I bet she works insane with the Dire Thunder Olwen Ring, although we didn't get it this time. I did do 19 10 pulls and didn't get it, but that just got you for you. I'd want to deploy Citrine. She's good. Staff utility is good. Her skill is one of those ones where it's like, why have skills tied to using a healing item? It just doesn't really make sense. Salien's Gentle Flower does come up sometimes and is nice, but this just almost never comes up, especially on a unit that naturally wants to promote into a staff class. It seems very weird to give her that skill, but it matches with her personality. By the way, Citrine is, you know, for as magically powered as she is very empty brain and very, very thick-skulled. She cannot get it through her head that generosity is not the way to someone's heart. She's a very silly character. I like her a lot. And great combat potential as far as damage goes. Alright, well that's the new characters. I actually think they came out a little bit better than I was expecting. I was a little bit worried that Lapis was going to be worse than she was, but the mod creator does give the characters like additional internal levels and stuff. I'm just a little bit surprised that Citrine is promoted, since Zelkov being a special class cannot promote. But special classes do have a little bit better bases than the base classes, so maybe that's what they were thinking. And honestly, I'm happy to save her Master Seal if I want to keep her going, because having her have staff utility without having to have Micaiah will be very nice, because I do want to use the Master Seal on Amber here. I have to make Amber good. It's a shame that the training units are too strong. I want them to be weaker so that we can have a training arc, but they're kind of just okay. Alright, anyway. We need to solve the problem over here before things get out of hand. Now, only Linden is frozen, so I can move Panette in here and then restore Linden, and you'll get attacked by this hand axe guy, but I guess it's fine. You don't have the Flashing Fist Art equipped. Restore. And then Linden should be able to take Saphir's spot, yeah. Alright, so Saphir, you move up here. And wait. And then Linden can get attacked by the axe. He'll be fine. He might even one-round that guy in response. 10, 4. Yeah, he one-rounds this guy in response. That's exciting. Now, I think he'll go for Marin. No, maybe he'll go for Linden and kill himself, because they like dealing damage. And let's deal with this problem over here. Let's attack from here, dance, and then get out of the... I kind of need to attack from the woods twice. And my hit rate should be okay. Yeah, it's fine. 13% chance to get hit again. Alright, dance. And then I do want this guy to move closer, but Seedall doesn't need to be attacked. And then just stay right here and snag me that tomahawk.
I won't forget this.
Alright, now we have a nice, good nuking option for player phase. Probably won't use it on enemy phase too much, but it is so heavy. I guess Panette could probably use it and deal decent damage, but not 100% sure on that. Alright, Amber, what can you do this turn? Nothing really. Wait, you killed the guy? Oh wait, I thought that was an armor knight. For some reason the forest kind of confused me into thinking this was some sort of armor knight. Yeah, this is a very, very reliable kill for him. Not very, very reliable, but like, he only needs to hit one of the attacks, so it works. Oh, that's right. We have Veyle chain attacking with Lucina now.
Just like a hero.
So I bet some of you did this in your playthroughs, but yeah, Veyle being a dagger class can equip the Lucina emblem, get the additional chain attacks, and have that bonus poison effect, which is very nice. It's only 1 extra damage per poison, or sorry, it's 1 extra damage to the first poison, 3 for the second, 5 for the third, but it can still let you hit thresholds that you were very, very narrowly missing before. I like the poison effect on chain attacks a lot. Now, for these guys, we have probably a lot of good options here.
I'm prepared. What's
your accuracy? Oh, that says on a water tile, yeah. And then, I think, does she one-round the lance fighter, though? No, not quite. So I may want to woe down the lance fighter. Oh, no, wait. That's all the damage she does? Ouch. Lapis syndrome right now. She does need kind of a forge to be okay here. Citrine can attack from here, and then won't be able to be attacked by anybody else. We can L-Fire this guy. L-Thunder and L-Fire are the same might. I didn't know that. I thought L-Thunder had more might for some reason.
I will protect everyone.
Alright. Citrine wants to be used. I understand. I think I might opt for it. Another low percentage kill. Not very many of those lately. We haven't been able to continue the montage too much because it's just been a little bit underwhelming. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Let's heal. I do have Astral Storm available as well if I need to. And All for One, but I'm not going to need that. Let's heal here. And then I think I'm going to have Tamara... attack this guy. And then we can move in on the left side. You probably kill just with, like, what, the Rider's Bane? We take a counterattack regardless, so let's just use the Venomous. That's 100% accuracy thanks to the Engrave. 41 damage. I love it. Venomous is super fun.
I'm ready.
Okay, Diamant can attack with the Astral Storm here. Do I want to actually Astral Storm anybody, though? And if so, who? I could also call doubles, just to lure people out. I can kill this mage, which is pretty nice. Yeah, let's kill this mage in the corner here. Why not?
As if I'd lose. You put up a good fight.
4 XP? Damn, that mage must have been... I guess, yeah, these guys are high level. They join at level 17 or promoted. It makes sense they're getting a little bit less XP.
Count on me.
Alright, and then I think I can move Veyle in here. What's the hit rate on the archer? Actually, probably pretty good. Unless he uses the Master Lance? No, okay. That's too much, I think. I think I'm going to opt for attacking with Veyle here. And then the Martial Master and the Lance Fighter don't deal that much damage to her. 8 plus... Make sure. 8 plus 18? Or, no, 8 plus 17, which she survives. Oh, no, that's right. He can get it. He's got the adaptability. This does make it tricky to move in. I could go for Bonded Shield here. Or All for One, sorry. Which doesn't do a whole lot, really. I think maybe I stay where I am and have these guys come to me for this last turn. Yeah, let's opt for that. Wait. Oh, wait, Amber. I forgot to heal him. I needed to move, I needed to heal Amber and not going here. Oh. Okay, my bad. Now, we do have the Time Crystal back, so I can go back for it, but that was my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and then it was... Where was... Hortensia used the staff. Yeah, she healed... she healed the wrong person there. Yeah, we'll heal from here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll Astral Storm that mage.
Remember this.
And then clean up this guy over here with Tamara. And then lure the remaining guys out. I know these guys are a little bit weaker to account for the fact that you don't have the emblem rings, but they seem very weak, but it's really just our reverse recruitment allies are very strong, one of the enemies being all that weak. Okay, now he survives. And once again have Veyle move here. She just gets attacked by the lance fighter. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. I do like the effect of the smash weapons in combat. It does visually blow the enemy or the ally back, which is nice. Yeah, that's an okay level up. I gotta do some of Amber's supports. They sound like they'd be pretty funny. Comedy relief guy.
Feel what I feel.
Yeah! Fellchild melee dagger
Just
crit.
want to live in peace.
Really cool. Their magic crit is cool too, but you don't get to see the dagger crit enough. Hello.
This will hurt. You put up a good fight.
Alright, well looks like we're gonna get out without much issue. But you thought I would forget about Vander. No, I didn't forget about Vander. Let's take a look at Vander. Now, Vander, he's not going to look like this when he joins. I believe that Mavier's stats kind of vary greatly depending on where he is as a boss. It's interesting that it'll be interesting to see him get the cleric effect because, as you can see now, his magic is not very good. So he won't be able to use the tomes. I mean, he'll still be able to warp and stuff, I guess, which is good, but he won't be able to use the tomes very effectively. And I'm not sure if Vander's going to be scarier or less scary than Mavier, because Mavier, he's not very threatening in the chapters he appears in. Or I should say his combat is not very threatening. Excuse me. And I should say his combat is not very threatening because he doesn't have a lot of speed. His magic attack is just kind of okay. His physical attack is also just kind of okay when he has a physical weapon, which sometimes he doesn't. And it makes it hard for him to threaten your allies when he can't double them and he can't one-shot them or even really come all that close. It's really his utility that makes him scary. Vander's going to have more strength and more powerful weapons to use, but I'm still concerned that he might not be that strong. I mean, 16 speed right now. He's way down by 7 from the Tomahawk, and he probably, I'm assuming if he has a Tomahawk equipped now, he'll probably have a Tomahawk equipped later. And he's going to be very easy to double, and his defenses aren't high enough to really make up for it. Especially when, I mean, he'll have Micaiah sometimes, but the resistance is going to be kind of low. So we'll have to see how Vander turns out. As a playable character, I am more hopeful for Vander. His growth rates aren't the worst, so I'm wondering, depending on how they leveled him up, his stats may be okay. Anyway, we just need to move in and clear the map here. We've almost routed the southern side, so, I mean, that's great. 9 defense? How much damage does this guy do? He's got an armor slayer? Wait, hold on. 20 damage? How much damage did the armor slayer do? 9, so that's 12 damage. She has 13 HP. Just have her hide out in the woods and fight this poor flyer. Why is there an armor slayer flyer back here? I guess they want to try to catch your armored units falling behind due to the terrain and stuff? I don't know.
I'll do as you command.
Okay, let's move out here. We are probably going to win this turn, so I could just kill this guy, which I think I will do. Oh, but Lyndon, you one-round him, right? What about... Oh, no, I can attack with the Thunder, right? I can attack with the Thunder, and then he doesn't one-round him. We can give the kill to Panette. Although, does she kill with the Silver Axe?
Of course.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, she kills. It's pretty reliable, too. It could miss, but she actually doesn't die even if it does.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Alright, now we just need to mop up here and get going. I think we'll have Citrine Or let me make sure. Tamara.
your service.
Yeah. Okay. Venomous a little bit solid here. Let's go ahead and wipe out this archer, and then Citrine can poke at the Cavalier.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, I hadn't seen the picket critical animation before. It's kind of sick. It looks extra cool with the Venomous. I like it. The animations in this game are excellent, just kind of across the board. There's a few kind of generic ones, but honestly, a good camera angle makes all the difference, and they have it for almost every single one. Alright, and then we'll have Amber finish off this guy. You're okay, Amber. You're okay. Yeah, pretty reliable.
I'm here. That settles it.
And who out of here am I going to keep using? I don't know. I don't know yet. Well, that doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Well, I guess we're not killing that guy then. Unless it crits.
Are you watching, Father?
Oh, hold out though. That's right. So it can't quite kill. Alright, well, I think we're just going to escape this turn. I don't see any reason to hang out. It was a fun map. Now, before I go, I wanted to talk about the DLC bracelets real quick. I'm not going to lie, they are really powerful, and it's kind of sucking the fun out of some parts of the game for me. Like, part of the reason I want to use characters like Amber and Jade is because they kind of start out very mediocre, although, you know, they're looking pretty good right now, but Amber, if we just look at his base stats, yeah, he has a lot of strength, but he doesn't have a whole lot else going for him. He's not getting doubled right now, which is nice. He's actually got pretty decent, like, acceptable speed. He feels mediocre, and I kind of want to use these weaker units and train them up to be good. But if I just put Tiki on Amber, he's just kind of good automatically. When you add 5 to all the character's stats, they're going to be good, and he has a lot of strength, so he makes good use of those extra stats. So I'm debating whether I want to continue using the DLC bracelets. Now, the next chapter is going to be the Hector chapter, because we have the Lin Ring now, and I'm just going to go straight into it. So I think for that chapter specifically, I will use the DLC bracelets, as it's probably intended to use them, since you have to beat the Tiki chapter and to even get to the follow-up ones. But I haven't decided whether for follow-up chapters, whether I'm going to use the bracelets or not. What do y'all think? Now, what I want to do is what I find fun, I think is what I'm going to prioritize, because, I want to have fun with this playthrough as well. But I am curious to know what y'all think of continuing to use the DLC bracelets, especially since I hear ones like Hector and Soren are even more powerful than Tiki and Edelgard's bracelet, even though you get, like, extra action and stuff. It, like, trivializes enemy phases and all that. So, just tell me what you think. Maybe I can use, like, one bracelet, but I hate to make, like, some random arbitrary distinction. Veyle. Makes sense. Veyle probably is going to stick with Lucina, because having the extra chain attacks is going to be very nice, and dual assist is insane. We're definitely going to inherit dual assist on a couple characters, including Tamara. Dual assist chain attacks with the Venomous for more long-range poison. Alright, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Again, if you have any opinions on the DLC, let me know. I'm still undecided on how exactly I want to go forward with that. But otherwise, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all another time.